Geography B here. Just a reminder, if you have any electronic devices, please either turn those off or keep them muted. I'm going to read through a few instructions first, and then we will get to the first round of questions. So, welcome to the National Geography Bee. The bee is held in more than 11,000 schools across the country. The question content is designed to increase geographic knowledge through competition and fun. Your first instructions, please relax and enjoy the bee. Please remember that the bee questions are designed to test your knowledge of geography, not to confuse you. The preliminary competition is 7 rounds. I will ask each of you one question from each round. You will have approximately 15 seconds to answer, and you must start to give your answer before the time is up. You may interrupt the preliminary competition twice to have either a question repeated or a word spelled. If you want me to repeat a question or to spell a word in a question, you must ask immediately. If you give the correct answer, I will acknowledge it and award you 1 point, and move on to the next contestant. If you give an incorrect answer, I will tell you so and give the correct answer. If you do not know the answer, you may pass before the time is up. A pass is recorded as an incorrect answer. If you do not answer within the 15 seconds, I will say time and give the correct answer and move on to the next contestant. You will not be penalized for inaccurate pronunciations or spellings as long as it can be determined that you know the correct answer. Do you have any questions so far? All right. Each preliminary round will begin with the same student, so congratulations, Ebenezer. At the end of these 7 preliminary rounds, your points will be totaled. If there's a tie in determining up to 10 finalists, we will have a tiebreaker round. I will explain the procedure for the tiebreaker questions at that time. All right. Do we have any questions before we begin? All right, ladies and gentlemen, best of luck.
All right, good morning, you guys. We're going to start with round 1. Round 1 is on state savvy. Each of the students following rounds Alright, so our first one is round 1, and it is called State Savvy. Round 1 is called State Savvy, and the questions are about the United States. You will have a choice of 2 states. You must choose which one is the correct answer. Alright, Ebenezer. Which state borders Lake Michigan? Virginia or Illinois?
Illinois.
That is correct. Hendrik, which state has the longer border with Canada? North Dakota or Vermont?
North Dakota.
Correct. Stella, which state has a smaller population? New York or Wyoming?
Wyoming.
Correct. Elizabeth, Key West is a resort city located on the island chain that is part of which state? Rhode Island or Florida?
Florida.
Correct. Kenny, the San Andreas Fault is located in which state? California or Washington?
Washington.
That is incorrect. Tyler, the city of Baton Rouge is located on the Mississippi River in which state? Ohio or Louisiana?
Louisiana.
That is correct. Lucia, the Aleutian Islands are part of which state? Hawaii or Alaska?
Alaska.
That is correct. Magdalene, Which state is the leading producer of oil and natural gas? Texas or Missouri?
Texas.
That is correct. Preston. Lexington and Bowling Green are cities located in which state? Kentucky or Delaware?
Kentucky.
Correct. Riker. Which state is located in the Great Plains? Kansas or Oregon?
Kansas.
That is correct. Henry. The Battle of Little Bighorn was fought in which present-day state? Oklahoma or Montana?
Montana.
That is correct. Grace. Mobile is the chief seaport on which state in the Gulf of Mexico? Alabama or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
That is incorrect. Martha. Can you take that? I'll just hop down there. Pass that down to her. Thank you. Thank you. Martha, Mount Mitchell, the highest peak east of the Mississippi River, is located in which state? Florida or North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Correct. Leo, which state is the leading producer of cheese? Indiana or Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Correct. Alejandro, the colonial town of Williamsburg is located in which state? Indiana or Virginia?
Virginia.
Correct. Jason, Cape Cod, known for its beautiful shoreline, is located in which state? Massachusetts or West Virginia?
Massachusetts.
Correct. Donovan, the Adirondack Mountains are located in which state? Arkansas or New York?
New York.
Correct. Talon, the Great Basin can be found in which state? Mississippi or Nevada?
Nevada.
That is correct. Johanna, which state borders Mexico? Arizona or Kansas?
Arizona.
That is correct. Grayson, which state has more lakes, Minnesota or Idaho?
Minnesota.
That is correct. Daniel, which state has a larger population, Georgia or Connecticut?
Connecticut.
That is incorrect. All right, if you could take the mic to Angus, that'd be great. All right, Mauna Loa, a large shield volcano, is located in which state? Hawaii or Colorado?
Hawaii.
Correct. Alicia? A hurricane is more likely to make landfall in which state? Mississippi or Vermont?
Vermont.
Incorrect. Brianna? Which state is part of New England? Maryland or Rhode Island?
Maryland.
That is incorrect. Fletcher? Which state is located east of the Rocky Mountains? Washington or Nebraska?
Washington.
That is incorrect. Wendy, the Appalachian Mountains pass through which state? Tennessee or Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
That is incorrect. Brainer, which state receives more average rainfall? Wyoming or Oregon?
Oregon.
Correct. Jackson, which state has coastline on the Atlantic coast? Kentucky or Connecticut?
Connecticut.
Correct. Carter, Toledo and Dayton are cities in which state? Ohio or Maine?
Ohio.
Correct. Johnny, which state is smaller in area? Pennsylvania or Delaware?
Delaware.
That is correct. That is the completion of round one on State Savvy.
Johnny, if you don't mind, bring the microphone back up front for Ebenezer. So Round 2 is U.S. road trips. What better way to explore the world than to take a road trip? Round 2 will test your knowledge of places in the United States. You will have a choice of 2 states, and you must choose which one is the correct answer.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Ebenezer, to which state would you travel to visit Gettysburg and watch the Pirates play baseball in Pittsburgh? Would you go to Iowa or Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
Correct. Hendrick, to visit a desert museum in Tucson or hike the Red Rocks of Sedona, you would travel to which state? Arizona or Utah?
Arizona.
Correct. Stella, which state would you visit to ride the Ferris wheel on Navy Pier and see President Abraham Lincoln's home in Springfield? Illinois or Nebraska?
Illinois.
Correct. Elizabeth, to stroll the San Antonio Riverwalk or watch the Cowboys play football near Dallas, you would travel to which state? Montana or Texas?
Texas.
Correct.
If you guys could do us a favor, when you get the mic, if you could stand up, that would help so that we could get you on screen. So when you get the mic, just pop up for a second, please. Thank you.
Kenny, which state would you visit to swim in the Lake of the Ozarks and climb the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Oklahoma or Missouri?
Oklahoma.
That is incorrect. Tyler, to which state would you travel to visit historic Mount Vernon and explore caverns in the Shenandoah Valley, Rhode Island or Virginia?
Repeat.
To which state would you travel to visit historic Mount Vernon and explore caverns in the Shenandoah Valley, Rhode Island or Virginia?
Virginia.
Correct. Lucia, to visit Jackson Hole and climb Devil's Tower, you would travel to which state? North Dakota or Wyoming?
Repeat.
To visit Jackson Hole and climb Devil's Tower, you would travel to which state? North Dakota or Wyoming?
Wyoming.
Correct. Magdalene, to visit Seneca Caverns and the Allegheny Mountains and tour a restored coal mine in Beckley, you would travel to which state? West Virginia or Iowa?
West Virginia.
Correct. Preston, if you wanted to visit Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument and go sailing on the Puget Sound, you would travel to which state? Washington or South Dakota?
Washington.
Correct. Riker, the city of Nashville, located on the Cumberland River, is home to the Grand Ole Opry in which state? Tennessee or Kentucky?
Tennessee.
Correct. Henry, to see maple sap being harvested and go skiing in the Green Mountains, you would travel to which state? Oregon or Vermont?
Vermont.
Correct. Grace, which state would you visit to drive across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and walk on the boardwalk at Ocean City? Maryland or Georgia?
Maryland.
Correct. Martha, to see where Henry Ford built his first automobile and to vacation on the Upper Peninsula, you would travel to which state? Indiana or Michigan?
Repeat.
To see where Henry Ford built his first automobile and to vacation on the Upper Peninsula, you would travel to which state? Indiana or Michigan?
Michigan.
Correct. Leo, to which state would you travel to see the historic battle road between Concord and Lexington? Massachusetts or Kansas?
Kansas.
That's incorrect. Alejandro, if you wanted to see the Hot Air Balloon Festival in Albuquerque and visit the Acoma Pueblo, you would travel to which state? California or New Mexico?
New Mexico.
Correct. Jason, to visit Mammoth Cave, Jason, to visit Mammoth Cave and watch a horse race at Churchill Downs, you would travel to which state? Kentucky or West Virginia?
Kentucky.
Correct. Donovan, to see caribou, humpback whales, and brown bears, you would travel to which state that borders the Bering Sea? Oregon or Alaska?
Alaska.
Correct. Talon, to play golf on Hilton Head Island and canoe the Savannah River, you would travel to which state? Arkansas or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Correct. Johanna, to fish in... My apologies. Johanna, to fish in Lake Winnipesaukee and ski near Franconia Notch, you would travel to which state? New Hampshire or South Dakota?
New Hampshire.
Correct. Grayson, to which state would you travel to visit the Jean Lafitte National Historic Park and Acadia Parish, Ohio or Louisiana? Correct. Daniel, to sail off Madeline Island in Lake Superior and Chambers Island in Green Bay, you would visit which state? Ohio or Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Correct. Angus, to see Mount Hood and visit Lewis and Clark College, you would travel to which state? Maryland or Oregon?
Oregon.
Correct. Alicia, to see giant sequoia trees in the Channel Islands, you would travel to which state? California or New Jersey?
New Jersey.
That's incorrect. Brianna, to view colorful rock formations in Canyonlands National Park and Bryce Canyon National Park, you would travel to which state? Hawaii or Utah?
Utah.
Correct. Fletcher, to tour the St. Lawrence Seaway and the Finger Lakes, you would travel to which state? Michigan or New York?
Michigan.
That's incorrect. Wendy, to visit Carson Sink in Lake Tahoe, you would travel to which state? Nevada or North Carolina?
Can you repeat, please?
To visit Carson Sink and Lake Tahoe, you would travel to which state? Nevada or North Carolina?
Nevada.
Correct. Raynor, to visit the homes of writers Harriet Beecher Stowe and Mark Twain, you would travel to Hartford in which state? Connecticut or Wyoming?
Connecticut.
Correct. Jackson, to visit Hot Springs National Park and the Buffalo National River, you would travel to which state? Arkansas or Rhode Island?
Arkansas.
Correct. Carter, which mid-Atlantic state would you visit to see the Old State House in Dover? South Carolina or Delaware?
Delaware.
Correct. Johnny, to swim at Pensacola Beach and to watch the Buccaneers play football in Tampa, you would travel to which state? Minnesota or Florida?
Florida.
Correct. And that concludes our second round.
All right, round 3 is Discover Our National Parks. In 2016, the National Park Service turned 100 years old. Round 3 is called Discover National Parks. It's part of the National Park Geographic Long Exploration of the Power of the Parks. You'll be asked about the natural features of natural parks in the United States. You'll be given a choice of 2 answers. You must choose which one is correct. All right, so round 3, Ebenezer. Visitors to Channel Island National Park in California can take a boat tour to see which animal? Penguin or gray whale?
Gray whale.
Correct. Hendrick. Visitors to Boyers National Park in Minnesota can hike through what kind of vegetation? Spruce trees or cactus?
Spruce trees.
Correct. Stella. Which animal roams the high mountain meadows of the Olympic National Park in Washington? Elk or jaguar?
Elk.
Correct. Elizabeth. At dusk in summer, visitors to Carlsbad Cavern National Park in New Mexico can watch thousands of which animal fly from the cave? Cardinals or bats?
Bats.
Correct. Kenny. Which climate type is found in the Denali National Park in Alaska? Subarctic or tropical wet?
Tropical.
That is incorrect. Tyler. Visitors to Biscayne National Park in Florida can go fishing and lobstering along the shore of what kind of habitat? Mangrove or desert?
Mangrove.
That is correct. Lucia. Which animal roams the slopes of the Lasan Volcanic National Park in California? The black bear or the polar bear?
The black bear.
That is correct. Magdalene. The tide pools of Acadia National Park in Maine are home to which animal? Sea stars or the giant squid?
Giant squid.
That is incorrect. Preston. Yellowstone National Park in the western U.S. is home to the world's largest collection of which geothermal feature? Geysers or glaciers?
Geysers.
Correct. Riker. Visitors to Congaree National Park in South Carolina can paddle a canoe past which kind of vegetation? Arctic moss or bald cypress?
Bald cypress.
That is correct. Henry. Which animal lives in the wetland areas and rivers of the Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming? Musk ox or beavers?
Beavers.
That is correct. Grace. Which wildflower grows in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park on the border of North Carolina and Tennessee? Desert sage or flowering dogwood?
Desert sage.
Incorrect. Martha. Crater Lake National Park in Oregon includes which natural feature? Caldera or coral reef?
Caldera.
Correct. Leo. Which reptile makes its home near the caves of Kentucky Mammoth Cave National Park? Snapping turtle or desert tortoise?
Snapping turtle.
Correct. Alejandro. Everglades National Park in Florida is home to which endangered species? Manatee or grizzly bear?
Manatee.
Correct. Jason. Visitors can see which large animal at the Badlands National Park in South Dakota? Bighorn sheep or hippopotamus?
Bighorn sheep.
Correct. Donovan. Visitors to the Shenandoah National Park in Virginia enjoy seeing which plant in bloom? Sequoia or mountain laurel?
Mountain laurel.
Correct. Talon. Which plant can be found in the arid climate of the Big Bend National Park in Texas? Yucca or mountain maple?
Yucca.
Correct. Johanna. Which feature can be found at the summit of Mauna Loa in Hawaii Volcanic National Park? Drumlin or cinder cones?
Cinder cones.
Correct. Grayson. The rugged landscape of the gates of Arctic National Park in Alaska are home to a large herd of which animal? Alpacas or caribou? Correct. Daniel. Pinnacles National Park in California takes its name from a rock feature that formed from which natural hazard? Tornado or volcanic eruption?
Eruption.
Correct. Angus. The feature and shapes of Wind Cave National Park in South Dakota are formed when water erodes which kind of surrounding rock? Granite or limestone?
Limestone.
Correct. Alicia. At Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas, visitors can bathe in spring water that has been warmed by what layer of earth? Crust or mantle?
Mantle.
Correct. Brianna. Visitors to Isle Royal National Park in Michigan often get the chance to see which animal? Jaguar or moose?
Moose.
Correct. Fletcher. Which purple wildflower is common to the Rocky Mountains National Park in Colorado? Lupine or poinsettia?
Poinsettia.
That is incorrect. Wendy. Which animal is nocturnal and avoids the heat of the day in the Petrified Forest National Park in Arizona? Coyote or capybara?
Coyote.
Correct. Brainer. Zion National Park in Utah includes many cliffs that expose what reddish type of sedimentary rock? Obsidian or sandstone?
Sandstone.
That is correct. Jackson. Which bird feeds on fish in the Cuyahoga Valley National Park in Ohio? The bald eagle or the toucan? Incorrect. Carter. Glacier National Park in Montana includes many examples of which glacial feature? Hanging valleys or levees?
Levics.
Incorrect. Johnny. Which climate type found in the Great Basin National Park in Nevada? Mediterranean or arid?
Mediterranean.
Incorrect.
So that concludes our third round. Moving on to our fourth round, weird but true. Did you know that dolphins sleep with one eye open? Round 4 features fascinating facts about the world taken from the popular National Geographic kids book called Weird But True. You'll answer a geographic question related to a fact. To answer each question in this round is on one of these 7 continents. All right, Ebenezer. In France, ketchup is banned in elementary schools. France is also located on which continent that borders the Bay of Biscay? So this is one where you will come up with the answer. So France is located on which continent?
Yeah.
Correct. So just to clarify, we will need the name of one of these 7 continents that will answer the questions in this round. Number 2 for Hendrik. In Singapore, chewing gum is only available with a prescription. Singapore is a part of which continent that's crossed by the Mekong River?
Europe.
That is incorrect. Stella. A koala sleeps for up to 22 hours per day. Koalas live in the states of Queensland and New South Wales on which continent?
Africa.
Is incorrect. Elizabeth. In Morocco, goats climb trees to get their favorite fruit. Morocco is located on which continent that includes the Atlas Mountains?
Africa.
Correct. Kenny. Of all new cars sold in Brazil, 90% use fuel made from sugarcane. Brazil is located on which continent that borders the Caribbean Sea? Is incorrect. Tyler, the numbers we write with today were invented in India 2,000 years ago. India is located on which continent that borders the Arabian Sea?
Asia.
Correct. Lucia, more earthquakes occur in Alaska than in any other U.S. state. Alaska is located on which continent that borders the Hudson Bay?
North America.
Correct. Magdalene, elephants can swim for up to 6 hours without resting. Elephants can be found in Tanzania and Zambia on which continent?
Australia.
Is incorrect. Preston, you can ride a Ferris wheel underground in Romania. Romania is located on which continent that's crossed by the Danube River?
Europe.
Correct. Riker, surgeons sometimes use sea coral to replace human bone. The world's largest coral reef system, the Great Barrier Reef, is located off the coast of which continent?
Australia.
Correct. Henry, a giant anteater is 6 feet long, yet its mouth is as small as a grape. Giant anteaters live in the Pantanal and Llanos regions on which continent?
Africa.
Is incorrect. Grace, penguin droppings can be pink. This pink color comes from the diet of the Adelie penguins, which live near the Ross Sea on which continent?
Australia.
Is incorrect. Martha, the tiny country of Liechtenstein is the world's largest producer of false teeth and sausage casings. Liechtenstein is located on which continent that's crossed by the Alps?
Europe.
That is correct. Leo, Canada has more donut shops per person than any other country. Canada is located on which continent?
North America.
Correct. Alejandro, at a restaurant in Taiwan, the tables, chairs, dishes, and decorations are made of cardboard. Taiwan is an island located off the coast of which continent crossed by the Yangtze River?
Asia.
Correct. Jason, ostriches can swim but they can't fly. These birds can be found in the Sahel region and Kalahari Desert on which continent?
Africa.
Correct. Donovan, Norway faced a nationwide butter shortage in 2011. Norway is located on which continent that borders the North Sea?
Europe.
Correct. Talon, the scarlet ibis gets its color from the red crabs it eats. This bird lives along the coasts of Venezuela and Colombia on which continent?
South America.
Correct. Johanna, a restaurant in Budapest, Hungary, offers nearly 2,000 items on its menu. This city is located on which continent that includes the Balkan Peninsula?
Asia.
Is incorrect. Brayson, hot dogs encased in French fries are a popular street food in South Korea. South Korea is located on which continent that includes a desert called Gobi?
Asia.
Correct. Daniel, some police officers in Cairo, Egypt patrol the pyramids on camelback. Egypt is located on which continent that borders the Red Sea?
Africa.
Correct. Angus. Melting icebergs can flip upside down. Icebergs are common off the coast of Wilkes Land and Ellsworth Land. On which continent?
Antarctica.
Correct. Alicia. A kangaroo rat does not need to drink water. This rodent lives in the Mojave and Sonoran deserts. On which continent?
Australia.
Is incorrect. Brianna. When a kid loses a tooth in Greece, he throws it on the roof. Greece is located on which continent that borders the Ionian Sea?
Europe.
Correct. Fletcher. Kinkajous can twist their hind feet backward to climb trees. Kinkajous live along the Amazon River on which continent?
South America.
Correct. Wendy. Deep-fried tarantulas are a popular snack in Cambodia. Cambodia borders the Gulf of Thailand on which continent?
Asia.
Correct. Brainerd. A company in England created cheese-scented perfume. England is located on the island of Great Britain off the coast of which continent?
Europe.
Correct. Jackson. The Statue of Liberty's torch sways up to 5 inches in the wind. This statue is located in Upper New York Bay off the coast of which continent?
North America.
Correct. Carter. Some jellyfish glow. The comb jellyfish can be found in the Weddell Sea near the Rona ice shelf. On which continent?
Asia.
Is incorrect. Johnny. Tasmanian devils sometimes sneeze to challenge other devils to a fight. These marsupials are found on the island state of Tasmania on which continent?
Asia.
Is incorrect.
All right, you guys, we are on to round 5. Round 5 is called Geo Extremes. So round 5 is called Geo Extremes. In this round, you'll be given a clue to answer a question related to something that is unique about a place. You must choose then between the 2 countries to answer the question. Ebenezer. Some of the world's tallest mountains are located in which Asian country? Israel or Nepal?
Nepal.
That is correct. Hendrik. Which country is Africa's largest by area? Algeria or Malawi?
Algeria.
Correct. Stella. The world's largest salt plant is located in the Altiplano region in which country? Guatemala or Bolivia?
Guatemala.
That is incorrect. Elizabeth. Which country is one of the leading producers of oil in the world? The United States or Oman?
The United States.
Correct. Kenny. The world's longest road tunnel is located northeast of Bergen in which Scandinavian country? Italy or Norway?
Rome.
Correct. Tyler. The world's hottest inhabited place with a record high of the annual average temperature of 93 degrees is located near Eritrea in which country? Ethiopia or Croatia?
Ethiopia.
That is correct. Lucia. Which is Africa's most populous country? Nigeria or Sudan?
Can you repeat that?
Sure. Which is Africa's most populous country? Nigeria or Sudan?
Sudan.
Incorrect. Magdalene. Which landlocked country is located farther from the ocean? Paraguay or Kazakhstan?
Paraguay.
That is incorrect. All right, Preston. Tugela Falls, the highest waterfall in Africa, is located near the border of Lesotho and which other country? Eritrea or South Africa?
South Africa.
Correct. Riker. What is the largest island by area in the Caribbean Sea? Cuba or Jamaica?
Cuba.
Correct. Henry. Ushuaia, one of the southernmost cities in the world, is located on the island of Tierra del Fuego. In which country? Argentina or Australia?
Argentina.
That is correct. Grace. Mount Cenis Tunnel, the first railroad tunnel built through the Alps, connects France to which other country? Italy or Spain?
Spain.
Incorrect. Martha. The Danube River, which passes through four borders, more countries than any other river in the world, has its headwaters in which country? Germany or Latvia?
Repeat.
Sure. The Danube River, which passes through the borders more countries than any other river in the world, has its headwaters in which country? Germany or Latvia?
Latvia.
Incorrect. Leo. Kashum, the largest island in the Persian Gulf, is part of which country? Iran or Jordan?
Iran.
Correct. Alejandro. Which country is the least densely populated country in the world? Malaysia or Mongolia?
Mongolia.
Correct. Jason. Which country has one of the longest life expectancies in the world? Bolivia or Japan?
Japan.
Correct. Donovan. The Kalahari, one of the world's largest deserts, covers much of which country? Botswana or Niger?
Niger.
Incorrect. Talon. Which country is the world's largest island country? Sri Lanka or Madagascar?
Madagascar.
That is correct. Johanna. Which country has the largest population in South America? Peru or Brazil?
Brazil.
Correct. Grayson. The Caspian Sea, the world's largest inland body of water, borders which country? Azerbaijan or Romania?
Azerbaijan.
That is correct. Daniel. Russia and which other country both border 14 other countries? Myanmar or China?
China.
Correct. All right, Angus. Which European country has the greatest number of active volcanoes? Iceland or Malta?
Iceland.
Correct. Alicia. Arica, one of the driest cities in the world, is located in the Atacama Desert in which country? Chile or Guyana?
Guyana.
That is incorrect. Brianna. The world's highest permanent human settlement is located in the Andes, which is in which country? Costa Rica or Peru?
Peru.
Correct. Fletcher. Which country has the largest Spanish-speaking population in the world? Mexico or Colombia?
Mexico.
That is correct. Wendy. Which country located on the island of Hispaniola has the oldest European settlement in the Americas? Dominican Republic or Grenada?
Dominican Republic.
That is correct. Brainer. Which European country is one of the smallest in the world by area? San Marino or Bulgaria?
San Marino.
That is correct. Jackson. Which African country, one of the continent's largest by area, has the shortest coastline? Somalia or the Democratic Republic of the Congo?
Democratic Republic of Congo.
That is correct. Carter. Murmansk, the most populous city north of the Arctic Circle, is located in which country? Sweden or Russia?
Sweden.
Incorrect. Johnny. Which country has the highest population density in Asia? Singapore or North Korea?
Singapore.
That is correct.
Alright, moving on to round 6. This one's called Odd One Out. In round 6, you'll be asked about countries around the world. You're going to be given a choice of 3 answers, and you must choose the one answer that does not belong. Here's an example. Which country does not border the Pacific Ocean? United States, Mexico, or France? The answer is France. Both the United States and Mexico border the Pacific Ocean. France is the odd one out. Okay, yes. Alright. So, Ebenezer, question 1. Which country is not crossed by the Tropic of Capricorn? Brazil, Egypt, or Australia?
Egypt.
Correct. Hendrik. Which country does not border the Indian Ocean? Tanzania, Indonesia, or Uzbekistan?
Uzbekistan.
Correct. Stella. Which country is not mostly Christian? Italy, Pakistan, or Brazil?
Pakistan.
Correct. Elizabeth. Which country is not made up of a group of islands? Japan, Thailand, or the Philippines?
Thailand.
Correct. Kenny. Which country does not border Lake Victoria? Tanzania, Uganda, or Nigeria?
Nigeria.
Correct. Tyler. Which country does not have a border along the Red Sea? Egypt, Syria, or Eritrea?
Eritrean.
It's incorrect. Lucia. Which country does not share a border with Panama? Costa Rica, Nicaragua, or Colombia?
Can you repeat that?
Yep. Which country does not share a border with Panama? Costa Rica, Nicaragua, or Colombia?
Colombia.
It's incorrect. Magdalene. Which country does not border the Adriatic Sea? Germany, Italy, or Croatia?
Germany.
Correct. Preston. Which country is not located near the Tsushima Current? Japan, South Korea, or Indonesia?
Indonesia.
Correct. Riker. Which country does not include an area of humid subtropical climate? China, Uruguay, or Chad?
Chad.
Correct. Henry. Which country is not one of the world's top 3 producers of citrus fruit? Brazil, United States, or Mali?
Mali.
Correct. Grace. Which country is not a member of the African Union? Chad, Iran, or Ethiopia?
Iran.
Correct. Martha. Which country does not experience tropical cyclones? Liberia, Haiti, or Japan? Correct. Leo. Which present-day country was not part of the former Yugoslavia? Croatia, Slovakia, or Serbia?
Croatia.
Is incorrect. Alejandro. Which country is not at risk of desertification? Saudi Arabia, India, or Japan?
Japan.
Correct. Jason. Which present-day country is not a former colony of the United Kingdom? Kenya, South Africa, or Algeria?
Algeria.
Correct. Donovan. Which country is not a major producer of oil? Zambia, Venezuela, or Russia?
Zambia.
Correct. Talon. Which country is not crossed by the equator? Gabon, Guatemala, or Indonesia?
Indonesia.
Is incorrect. Johanna. Which country is not considered part of Scandinavia? Sweden, the United Kingdom, or Norway?
Norway.
Is incorrect. Grayson. Which country does not border the Mediterranean Sea? Greece, Lebanon, or South Sudan?
South Sudan.
Correct. Daniel. Which country is not predominantly Hindu? Bangladesh, India, or Nepal?
Can you repeat?
Which country is not predominantly Hindu? Bangladesh, India, or Nepal?
India.
Is incorrect. Angus. Which country does not have a majority of its population living in urban areas? United States, Iceland, or Burkina Faso?
Iceland.
Is incorrect. Alicia. Which country is not partially located on a peninsula? Italy, Malaysia, or Bhutan?
Can you repeat that?
Which country is not partially located on a peninsula? Italy, Malaysia, or Bhutan?
Bhutan.
Correct. Brianna. Which country does not have a Romance language as its official language? Turkey, Romania, or Portugal?
Portugal.
Is incorrect. Fletcher. Which country is not a major producer of zinc? Canada, South Korea, or China?
South Korea.
Correct. Wendy. Which country does not include part of the Nile River? Egypt, Sudan, or Libya?
Libya.
Correct. Brainer. Which country is not located in the southern hemisphere? Chile, Argentina, or Venezuela?
Venezuela.
Correct. Jackson. Which country is not located in the Pacific Ocean? Sri Lanka, New Zealand, or Fiji?
Sri Lanka.
Correct. Carter. Which country is not landlocked? Papua New Guinea, Mali, or Belarus?
Papua New Guinea.
Correct. Johnny. Which country does not have land in the subarctic climate zone? France, Finland, or Sweden?
Sweden.
Is incorrect.
All right, we are on round 7. Round 7 is called Awesome Adventures. The best way to learn about the world is to experience it firsthand. Round 7 is called Awesome Adventures, and it highlights the adventurous places and things to do all over the world. You'll be asked to name the country, and you will not receive a choice of answers. Okay? Good guess. Give it a whirl. Alright, here we go. Ebenezer. You can whiz along one of the world's longest series of zip lines in the Snowdonia Mountains in Wales. In which European country?
Can you repeat that, please?
You can whiz along one of the world's longest series of zip lines in the Snowdonia Mountains in Wales. In which European country?
United Kingdom.
That is correct. Hendrik. Runners travel more than 150 miles in an annual desert race called the Gobi March. This race takes place south of Mongolia in which Asian country?
China.
Correct. Stella. Bicyclists enjoy paths around Lake Constance, a body of water that lies on the border between Switzerland, Germany, and which other country?
Can you repeat that?
Bicyclists enjoy paths around Lake Constance, a body of water that lies on the border between Switzerland, Germany, and which other country? Okay. All right, Elizabeth. You can strap on a hang glider's harness and soar over the city of Rio de Janeiro. In which South American country?
Brazil.
Correct. Kenny. Climbers can explore the ice of the Athabasca Glacier. This massive river of ice is located in the Rocky Mountains in Alberta. In which country?
Can you repeat that?
Climbers can explore the ice on the Athabasca Glacier. This massive river of ice is located on the Rocky Mountains in Alberta. In which country? Okay. Tyler. Adventurers experience 8 seconds of free fall while bungee jumping into Nevis Gorge on South Island. This island is part of which country located in the South Pacific?
Australia.
Incorrect. Lucia. Extreme kayakers maneuver through jagged rocks and rapids on the Baskhaus River located in Siberia. In which country?
Pass.
Magdalene. Climb one of the tallest sand dunes in the world in a desert that borders the Atlantic Ocean. In which country in south of Angola?
Pass.
Preston. Climb one of Europe's highest peaks, Mount Blanc. This mountain is located on the border between France, Switzerland, and which other country?
Germany.
Incorrect. Riker. Volunteers can feed, walk, and wash elephants at the wildlife sanctuary near Kathmandu in which small Asian country?
Pass.
Henry. Adventurers climb El Totumo volcano to soar in a crater full of mud in which South American country with Bogota as its capital?
Bolivia.
Incorrect. Grace. Base jumpers leap into the Cave of the Swallows, an open air pit cave located in the state of San Luis Potosi, in which North American country?
Caribbean.
Incorrect. Martha. Martha. You can ride on a boat on an underground river located in the national park on the island of Palawan. Palawan is located in which Asian country that borders the Luzon Strait?
Repeat.
You can ride a boat on the underground river located in the national park on the island of Palawan. Palawan is located on which Asian island country that borders the Luzon Strait?
Pass.
Leo? Kite surfers flock to windy beaches near the Strait of Gibraltar, in which European country on the Iberian Peninsula?
I think I'll pass.
Alejandro? You can hover above a lake of molten lava in a helicopter in the Afar region of which African country south of Eritrea?
Pass.
Jason? You can fish for black piranha, which have the most powerful bite of any living fish species, in the Rewa River. This river is located in which small South American country west of Suriname?
Can you repeat that?
You can fish for black piranha, which have the most powerful bite of any living fish species in the Rewa River. This river is located in which small South American country west of Suriname?
Cambodia.
Incorrect. Donovan. For an energy boost, visitors plunge into the icy holes of frozen lakes in the country of Helsinki as its capital. Name that European country.
Sweden.
Incorrect. Tell it. Thank you, sorry. You can paraglide over Lake Toba on the island of Sumatra in which Asian island country?
Sri Lanka.
Incorrect. Johanna. You can ride an open elevator into the magna chamber of a volcano south of the city of Reykjavik in which European island country?
Greenland.
Correct. Grayson. You can take a camel trek across the scorching Rubicali, the world's largest area of continuous sand, in which country that borders Yemen and Oman?
Saudi.
Correct. Daniel. Sea kayakers can explore hundreds of islands off the Dalmatian coast of which European country south of Slovenia? Sea kayakers can explore hundreds of islands off the Dalmatian coast of which European country south of Slovenia?
Hungary.
Incorrect. Angus. Bikers on the Avenue of the Volcanoes, located south of the city of Kyoto, cycle past 8 major volcanic peaks in which South American country?
Argentina.
Incorrect. Alicia. Scuba divers explore the Great Blue Hole, a large submarine sinkhole off the coast of which country that borders Guatemala and Mexico?
Can you repeat that?
Sure. Scuba divers explore the Great Blue Hole, a large submarine sinkhole off the coast of which country that borders Guatemala and Mexico?
El Salvador.
Incorrect. Brianna. Visitors to Masai Mara National Reserve can watch millions of wildebeest migrate each year. This reserve is located in which country northeast of Tanzania?
Mongolia.
Incorrect. Fletcher. Visitors to the city of Sydney can choose from 70 surf beaches that offer first-class waves. Sydney is located near the Great Dividing Range in which country?
Australia.
Correct. Wendy. Whitewater rafters race down the Pancuar River in which Central American country that borders Nicaragua and Panama?
El Salvador.
Incorrect. Rainer. Free climbers face thousands of feet of vertical rocks on the Trango Towers, a series of rock towers in the Himalayas, in what country that borders Afghanistan, India, and China?
Nepal.
Incorrect. Jackson. Divers can explore more than 820 species of coral reef fish off the island of New Britain. This island is part of the Bismarck Archipelago, in which country northeast of Australia?
New Zealand.
Incorrect. Carter. Downhill mountain biking is popular summer activity at Whistler, a mountain resort located near Vancouver, in which North American country?
Newman.
Incorrect. Johnny. You can hike to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest mountain, in which country that borders Mozambique and Burundi?
Can you repeat?
Sure. You can hike to the top of Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest mountain, in which country that borders Mozambique and Burundi?
Libya.
Incorrect. All right. Woo! 7 rounds. Let's stand up and let's everybody give them a round of applause. Way to go. Yay! That is some tough stuff, man. And that's coming from a global studies teacher, I'm telling you, right? Am I right? Holy cow. You guys crushed it. There was some I went, wow. All right, so I'm going to give everybody is going to give a certificate. He's going to do his work over here. He's going to check and double check and come up with our top 10. So everybody take a big stretch. Woo! That's a lot of time to sit. All right, have a seat. When I call your name, please come up and pick up your certificate. We'll give you a round of applause when you're all done. Ebenezer Amoda, Hendrik Allers, Stella Allers, Elizabeth Anderson, Kenny Bartolone, Tyler Vance, Lucia Colindres, Magdalena DeVries, Zoe Deutschner, Riker Fricky, Enric Fuentes, Grace Galswick, Martha Garcia Fonseca, Leo Gomez, Alejandro Gonzalez Hernandez, Jason Gonzalez Zone, Donovan Hubbard, Alan Kramer, Johanna Lopez Ventura, Bryson Lova, Daniel Magana, Gulian, Helian, Angus McLaughlin, Fletcher Paddock. Wendy Ramirez. Rainer Santizo Perez. Jackson Sparks. Carter Tiering. Johnny Torzaban. Alright, and Preston Toomey, who I've got to find his, so give me well, I'll find that in just a second. Alright guys, one more. One more round of applause, please, for our contestants. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Mrs. Vonius. If you don't know, Mrs. Vonius is the one who is in charge of making all this happen. She puts a ton of work in, and normally she is here as our official and extraordinaire, but like many of us, the voice is gone, so she is battling that. All right, and then also thank you to our media staff and our tech staff from WMS who are allowing us to live stream and to report on it, and I think we've got some publicity from the Globe and the paper, so thank you to everybody who came to give the kids the credit they deserve for the work they've done, so thank you to all of you as well. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. McLaughlin, and he will let you know the 10 students that will be moving on. We would ask that those 10 stay. The others, you are welcome to do one of two things. You can certainly stay and watch the rest of the bee, or you can go back to your class. It is your choice. Make sure you give a big shout out and hug to your parents before you go.
All right, so we're going to have, 9 moving on to the next round. These 9 individuals scored 6 or a 7 in the preliminary round. These 9 individuals, we have Ebenezer Abota, Hendrik Allers, Elizabeth Anderson, Preston Cooley, Riker Fricky, Alejandro Gonzalez Hernandez, Jason Gonzalez Jean, Brayson Loven, and Brainer Santizo Perez. So you 9 will be moving on to the championship round.
All right. Okay, so 9, I'm going to have you move to the front row. The rest of you can certainly grab your name tag and grab your certificate and decide if you want to go. Should I stay or should I go now? You can decide. All right, my 9 people right up here. Bring your name tag and put yourself right up here. All right. So I need Brayson right here. Brainer is here. Brayson is here. Okay. Jason, you are here. Alejandro, you are here. Then Riker. Then Preston. Then Elizabeth. Then Hendrik. And then Ebenezer, if I can get you over. We'll kind of close up the circle. Right. You guys shimmy on down. I'd like to get Ebenezer just a little bit closer so he's not looking around the edge there. Sweet, thanks. That just allows, just kind of make it work if you can. Now, in the final round, there will be different rules with different sessions, and so what we want to do is make sure that we listen to those, and if you have questions, make sure that you ask Mr. McLaughlin will be really good to help us out with that. I just want to close us in so that everybody can see and hear. That time of year. Okay. So each one of these is different, so we kind of gotta go over. I'm reading it today.
Yep.
Okay. And welcome to the final round. All right, in the final round, a contestant is eliminated after answering 2 questions incorrectly. We will begin with a series of questions with the same student. If the student has been eliminated, questioning will begin with the next available student. After each student on stage has responded to the questions in a series, those who gave the second incorrect answer will be excused from the stage unless all are eliminated. If this happens, those students who gave their second incorrect answer during that series will continue to receive final round questions until 2 finalists and the third place winner are determined. If only one student remains after a series of questions, that student automatically becomes one of the finalists and will be asked no more questions. Those students who gave their second incorrect answer during that series will continue to receive questions until the second finalist and third place winner are determined. The procedure will change for the championship round. I'll announce those procedures at that time. Other rules remain the same as those that we follow in the preliminary questions. As a reminder, you'll have 15 seconds to answer. You must start to give your answer before the time limit is up. You may interrupt the final competition only twice to have either a question repeated or a word spelled. Also, remember to listen carefully to each question and use correct geographic terminology in your answer. For example, do not use Holland as a synonym for the country of the Netherlands, and do not use England for the country of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, as England is a political division. Give present-day names unless the question involves history or other names that would be correct in the context of the question. As the bee is conducted in English, whenever possible, conventional English place names are used. Shortened forms of a country name are acceptable, such as the United Kingdom, Great Britain, or Britain. These can all be used for the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. You will not be penalized for inaccurate pronunciation or spelling, so as long as it can be determined that you know the correct answer. The questions follow the National Geographic Society policy of recognizing Europe and Asia as 2 continents. Oceania is considered a region rather than a continent, and it will not be accepted as a correct answer for a continent of Australia. In addition, the National Geographic Society recognizes 4 oceans: Arctic, Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific. All information was current at the time that the questions were finalized.
All right, do we have any questions before we begin? All right, best of luck, everyone. The number of final round questions needed to produce the 2 finalists will vary. We're going to begin here. Final round. First set of questions is about the United States, and you will be required to give an answer. Each of you will answer a different question in 15 seconds. We'll start once again with Ebenezer. Which state is bordered by Lake Erie and Kentucky?
Michigan.
That is incorrect. That would be Ohio. Hendrick, the Great Salt Lake is located in which state that borders Idaho?
Utah?
That would be correct. Elizabeth, Corpus Christi and Houston are cities in which state that borders Oklahoma?
Texas.
Correct. Preston, which state that borders Connecticut is the smallest state in the U.S.?
Rhode Island.
Correct. Riker, which state is bordered by Lake Superior in North Dakota?
Minnesota?
Correct. Alejandro, the Yukon River flows through which state that borders Canada?
Idaho?
It is incorrect. It would be Alaska. Jason, Sacramento Valley and San Joaquin Valley are both located in which state?
Could you repeat that?
Sacramento Valley and San Joaquin Valley are both located in which state?
Nevada?
That is incorrect. That would be California. Breeson, Syracuse and Buffalo are cities in which state that borders Pennsylvania? Correct. Brainerd. Which state includes the Pacific Islands of Oahu and Maui?
Hawaii.
Correct.
Okay.
These questions are crossed out in terms of the code.
Okay, I can do it. Okay, I'll follow yours. Sorry. Okay, got it. Perfect.
Alright, so next round. Stonehenge, Ebenezer, is an ancient group of standing stones located near Salisbury in which country?
United Kingdom.
Correct. Hendrick. The Sydney Opera House, with its distinctive roof resembling the sails of a ship, is a landmark in which country?
Pass.
That would be Australia. Elizabeth. Zurich is a major banking center in which European country?
Can you repeat that?
Zurich is a major banking center in which European country?
Pass.
That would be Switzerland. Preston. The St. Lawrence River flows out of the easternmost of the Great Lakes. Name this lake.
Repeat.
The St. Lawrence River flows out of the easternmost of the Great Lakes. Name this lake.
Lake Ontario.
Correct. Riker. What berry are harvested from flooded bogs in some parts of the northern United States and Canada?
Pass.
That would be the cranberry. Alejandro. Saris, garments made of lengths of cloth that are wrapped and draped around the body, are the traditional clothing of women in which country that borders Pakistan?
India.
Correct. Jason. Gondolas floating on canals are associated with which city in northern Italy?
Can you repeat that?
Gondolas floating on canals are associated with which city in northern Italy?
Milan.
It's incorrect. That would be Venice. Alright, so Jason, that is the second incorrect answer. So you'll be eliminated from the championship round. Grayson, name the largest island in the Greater Antilles. Correct. Brainerd, the Gulf of Gabas, one of Tunisia's major gulfs, opens into which larger body of water?
Indian Ocean.
It's incorrect. That would be the Mediterranean. Once they get too long, then they're out.
So, you just do that. Okay, here's the other. So, my turn. So I don't have those points.
Okay, then I'll just keep going.
Go ahead.
Alright. Continuing on. Back up to Ebenezer. The Gulf of Paria, separates the island of Trinidad from which country? That would be Venezuela. Ebenezer, that's your second incorrect answer as well. Hendrick. Corrientes, Santa Fe, and Rosario are three major cities that lie upstream from the Rio de la Plata estuary in which country?
Mexico.
It's incorrect. That would be Argentina. Elizabeth. For centuries, the Chinese emperors lived in seclusion in the Forbidden City, which is located within what present-day city?
Pass.
That would be Beijing. Preston. Africa's most industrialized country is bordered by both the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. Name this country.
South Africa.
It's correct. So, Riker. Bulgaria is bordered on the east by what large body of water?
Pacific Ocean.
It's incorrect. It'd be the Black Sea. Alejandro. The Sulu Sea separates which island country from Malaysia? Right, that would be the Philippines. Right, Brayson. Fishing provides export income for Europe's westernmost country. Name this island country. Fishing provides export income for Europe's westernmost country. Name this island country. Incorrect. The Iceland. Brainer. The Puerto Rican Trench contains the deepest known part of which ocean?
Pacific.
It's incorrect. It would be the Atlantic Ocean. So we are going to move on to our championship round with our top two. All right, that'll be Preston Cooney and Brayson Loven.
Woo! All right, congratulations. All right. My other final round contestants, you did a phenomenal job. Those are tough questions and no choices. So come on up and get your medal, grab your certificate and your name, and you guys can decide if you're going to stay or go back to class. Everybody stand up, and then you two will take a brief break, and then we'll move on. Here we go. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations, job well done. Tough questions today, guys. Extremely well done. Encouraging some very tough questions. Good job, you guys. Thank you. Thank you for participating in the hard work. It's awesome. You guys represent them well. Wear it today proudly, people. Wear it today proudly. Sweet. All right, my good people. Great. How are we feeling? You got this. You got this. Doing great. Take your time. You're gonna get this. Do we have instructions?
Yeah, we are going to need a. Yep, we are going to need the whiteboard and a marker for each of them.
All right, I can do that. Now the markers might be sketched, so you're gonna try them out, okay? This little fabulous sauce is your eraser, but it does work. Can I have you guys each take a separate little green pod here? Okay, just do me a favor and test out the marker and see if it works on the little whiteboard. So on this one, what you'll do is you write your answer, you hold it up to yourself so we can't see it, and when Mr. McLaughlin says turn, then you turn it around so we can see it, so you both get the same question. I think we have to read that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so let's
check. It's the teacher in me. Okay, where am I? All right. Okay, see, I don't,
Way at the
like,
back
I
of
don't
the line.
have those. Okay, got it. Okay, so I need to read this.
Yep, this one, this is the opening paragraph, it's just like this one, so it's gonna be the 3 questions.
Yep.
And then if you're tied, then we go to these.
All right.
It's basically best of 3 to start.
Okay, so before I read the official directions, Mr. McLaughlin just said very simply that I'm gonna give you 3 questions and then we'll do all 3 and then we'll tell you the total. Okay? Here's the official questions. We are in the championship round. All right, congratulations to Preston and Brinson for moving on. You will now compete in the championship round. You will be competing with a clean slate. The championship round consists of 3 questions. I will ask both of you the same question at the same time. You will have 15 seconds to write your answers. When I call time, you will put your markers down, hold up your answers. Then I'll ask each of you in turn to read your answer out loud. I will wait to give the correct answer until both answers have been read. Whoever correctly answers the most questions in the set of 3 will be the school WMS champion. As before, you will not be penalized for inaccurate pronunciation or spelling. As long as we can be determined, we'll let you know the correct answer. If there's a tie after the set of 3 questions, I will explain the tiebreaker procedure. You will read each question twice, or I will read each question twice, so you may not ask for another repeat or spelling. Listen carefully before writing your answers. Good to go, guys? All right. Got your marker, got your sock, got your board, here we go. Gray wolves were once wiped out from Yellowstone National Park, but have made a comeback in recent years due to conservation efforts. Yellowstone National Park is located in Wyoming, Montana, in which other state? I'm reading it a second time. Gray wolves were once wiped out from Yellowstone National Park, but have made a comeback in recent years due to conservation efforts. Yellowstone National Park is located in Wyoming, Montana, and which other state? So go ahead and write your answer on your whiteboard. I'm not saying it doesn't want to get time. I'm supposed to give him 15 seconds, so I want to get block of everything. Still not working? Okay, time? All right, please, when I call your name, you turn your whiteboard around and you read the answer out loud. Preston? Grayson? The correct answer is Idaho. All right, clear your boards. Question number 2. In the popular Harry Potter's book series by J.K. Rowling, Harry catches the train to Hogwarts at the King's Cross station in what major European city? In the popular Harry Potter book series by J.K. Rowling, Harry catches the train to Hogwarts at King's Cross station in what major European city? Time? Okay. Again, turn it around and say it out loud. That one doesn't work either? Jay's working on it. That was better. Technical skills are getting. All right, we good, guys? Excellent. Good for my officials. All right, question number 2. We need you to turn your board around and read us the correct answer, or excuse me, read us the answer you wrote, please. Preston. Grayson. London is the correct answer. Okay, erase those. And question number 3. British Columbia's largest city hosted the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup Championship game. Name this city. I'll repeat. British Columbia's largest city hosted the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup Championship game. Name this city. Time. All right, question? Grayson. The correct answer is Vancouver. All right. We have a WMS Middle School Championship winner for our geography. Runner-up, we want to say congratulations and thank you, is to Preston Cooney as the runner-up. Congratulations. All right, and we are very proud to give this trophy to our WMS Geography B Championship winner, and that is Grayson Lobon. Congratulations. All right. Woo! Thanks, everybody. It was a fabulous day. If you two can hang around, it looks like we got some press who are anxious to have some conversations, visit you, and maybe take some pictures. So you two hang around. The rest of you guys, could you do me a favor and can you help put some of the chairs back before you go back to class? I think you might want to put those medals proudly around your neck. Wear those today. I'll grab some media staff so we can see everything.
Grayson and Preston, stand together. We have tables first, we can't move chairs, so chairs will have to be pushed like down over there or something.
All right, so
Is that still recording?
you want to step aside and that table down underneath it.
Great, I'm
Instructions
trapped.
is with the tables.
Okay, I'm over here. So, chairs on that side, we can't move any tables so the chairs are done. So put them in between the shelves over here, please.
Thank you.
I know I'm not loud.
You're doing great. They're great kids. They'll help you. You guys stay, talk to the press. I'm gonna send